Good morning. It's Monday, January 5th, 2026. Yes, I got that right. Um, and of course, it's kind of time for my hit and miss Media Mondays. As you can see, there's lots of snow behind us. It is actually a snow day here. No school buses are running because of the snow we got overnight, although it's pretty nice now. Anyway, I'm going to make this one short and sweet. Just two things I want to talk about today, despite the fact that there's a lot going on in the world right now. The first thing is just kind of interesting for me is as a longtime sports watcher, probably 40 years of watching sports, and of course as a media literacy person for many of those years as well. I was surprised to learn a new term this week. I was watching a game and one of the commentators talked about the bug, and I had to look it up. And I discovered that that's what you call the thing. I'm going to try to put one, sorry, put one right here. It's the thing that, as you're watching sports, tells you the score. Tells you a lot more than that actually now, but originally I think it was just intended to tell you the score. Yeah, and so they refer to it as the bug, which of course, because I'm also quite fascinated by language, got me thinking as to why the bug. It could be like a bug on the screen, it's stuck there all the time. Maybe it's meant to bug you, right? To remind you, in a sense, of what the score is. Of course, a more modern approach might be bug as in to listen to you, to kind of see what you're up to. Certainly, that's a more 21st century idea of being listened to, at least in the marketing sense. Anyway, always interesting to learn these new things. And maybe somebody can explain to me really how it started, how they started using that term. The second thing I want to talk about quickly is, of course, there's been this, the American government has gone into Venezuela, as we all probably know at this point, and well, I'm not sure what word to use, because that's really what I want to talk about today, quickly. Yesterday I was talking a little bit with some friends online and with my daughter, and we were talking about using two different words, right? In one story they used the word kidnapped. In the other story they used the word capture. And one of the things I'd like to remind people is that I'm not sure, again, if this is perfectly true, but objectivity is very difficult. I'm not sure there is such a thing as being completely objective in the media, partly because, as I've said many times, simply choosing what to cover shows subjectivity, right? There are lots of things. There are hundreds of thousands, if not more, stories that could be covered every day. And so by simply choosing a story, you are showing subjectivity. But even within those stories, of course, language is a big part. So if you use the word kidnapped, obviously it suggests that something illegal has happened. And most people, certainly who support what Trump has done, get upset by that word. But it's interesting that I don't see the same reaction to the word capture, right? Now, capture's maybe a little more objective. I guess it depends how you take it. Capture certainly suggests that it was done, it has a more positive meaning, right? Or suggested meaning that this person has done something wrong and they've been captured, kind of like arrested. There's still bias in that word, right? There's still bias in that word. So we have to be very careful. And as I was thinking about doing this, I was even trying to come up with, well, what is the unbiased? Sorry, I should have turned my little voice reminder off. What is the unbiased word that we should use? Taken? Probably not. Although that might be a little more truthful than captured, right? Because we don't know at this point if really what this Maduro guy has done is illegal or not. We're being told that he's done lots of illegal stuff. Arrested, again, certainly suggests that he's done something illegal, and therefore he's being taken in for that. Grabbed. There's all kinds of different words. And as I said, I'm not sure there is such a thing as a completely objective word. So you have to be aware of that at all times, right? That the language that we use also has a lot of bias in it. Or again, maybe I'm using that word wrong. Certainly subjectivity in the words that we choose to use. Anyway, that's all I want to say today. Hope you have a great week. Bye.